Hello, everybody, and welcome. This is MFL Total Access. I'm Will Power. That ain't Terry Babalis.
No, this
No,
is
no,
Max Rosenfeld. This week, Terry, too cool, I think. I watched the Habs game, so it can't be the Habs game, right? Of
no. Yeah, I'm not shedding any tears over that game, but we won't get into that. Max, thank you again.
course, of course.
Yeah, going to have a talk with Terry, and it looks like you may be the full-time guy now.
Yeah, make it happen, Will.
Yeah, yeah, I got you. Okay, let's not beat around the bush. Anything you got to say?
No, let's get to it.
Okay.
Great week last week, I think.
It was, yeah. The people already know who you are because you're already on the show. Good to have you. It was a great week. Let's jump into right away at the women's division. Okay, and I have to remember how to share my darn screen. Okay, women's division. Did you happen to ref any of
No,
the
I
games?
refed Division One and Division Two only. We have two big blowouts,
Yeah.
and then
Do
we
you see my
have
screen?
yes.
Okay, thanks. Sorry. Yeah. Well, I saw it may be a record here. Um, the Capitals obviously having a tough time here. I think the DS Drapeau got 11 interceptions max and five from Charlotte St. Pierre.
Is that real?
That is
Huh.
real. And I think this was like a week or two after I just like praised St. Pierre. She got four touchdowns and five interceptions, so I safe to say she probably got Player of the Week.
I don't know. Yeah, 8 touchdowns is crazy to throw, four
Mhm.
conversions, but when an when a receiver is the one who receiver defensive player like combo is like the star, you kind of tend to lean that way over a quarterback.
Mhm.
Uh, it's rare because quarterbacks can throw like 6, 7 touchdowns. It happens. But great job by Charlotte, and good luck next time for the Capitals, I guess.
Yeah, they had a tough day. They went 0-2, didn't score a point, lost to MTL Cessnas in their second game. Hopefully, let's see if they're playing this week. Yeah, they're playing Pink Panthers. Hopefully, they get the job done there. I guess really only up from here if you're the Capitals. This was a great game. I didn't see it. I looked at the play-by-play. Drama Queens against Lady Mavs. She said you didn't see any of this game. We have Lady Mavs beating the Drama Queens, who have obviously been a staple in this division for a while. Names like Roxanne, Diane, Barbara's back. Great to have Barbara back. And Kayla for sure. 12 catches, 102 yards, two touchdowns. But it was the Mavs, Max, that got the W here. Two touchdowns for Sarah
Yeah.
and five passing touchdowns for Hannah.
2 minutes left. Sarah Saint Germain with an 8 yard TD seals it after being down pretty much most of the game.
Hmm.
Um, oh no, actually they were up in the first half and the Drama Queens came back.
Yeah, keep coming
Mavs
back.
score, 2 minutes left, and uh no go at the end for the Queens. Turnover and downs on fourth down. On the other side of the field, probably in the red zone from what I see on the play-by-play. And that's it. They had a chance. They had a chance.
Yeah, good. Lady Mouse getting, like you said, getting the job done. They were up by 20 to blow a 20-point lead, and then to come back
They
and
didn't blow it. They didn't blow it.
no, it's true, right?
Almost. Almost.
True to lose it and then stay poised enough to
You
come
win by
back.
one or you win by 20, you still win.
Touche, 100%. So good stuff there. Look, we get the standings here. Um, well, actually, the playoffs. There's an email to all the captains sent, so you'll know how many teams make the playoffs. Quick analysis here. What are your quick thoughts? Well, obviously, look, we have the MTL Sessions that look good. Drama Queen sitting at 2-1, and yeah, crazy like Destapo sitting at 1-1. Obviously, incredibly early there, but I don't think they're going to stay at that seventh seed. I expect
No,
them to move up.
my quick analysis looking at the standings is there's 7 teams that are likely to fight for 6 spots. I think Humble, Capitals, and Unmatched Girls are likely to struggle. I think they're all first year teams. I don't remember their names. And then you have 7 spots, sorry, 7 teams for 6 spots. And I really think any of these teams has an equal chance of winning the championship. All of them seem pretty strong.
Yeah, that's impressive. You just look at like defense here. Lady Miles only giving up 35 points. Cessna's in 4 games giving up 30, less than 10 per game if my math is correct. So
6 points against for Crazy Bees. It's like anyone's game. And like Drama
Yeah.
Queens is 2-1, but they just lost only by 5 to Lady Mav. So like I think any game, these 7 teams, you just flip a coin realistically.
Yeah, this is nice, and we see it a bit of a closer, tighter division than it usually is. Like we talked about on a few shows ago, it was a bit more one-sided in seasons past. So it's great to see that this is we got a tight division here. Hopefully, it stays that way. Let's jump to Division Five. Division Five, as per usual, we had quite a few games. You said you didn't see any of
So
these
I didn't
games.
see any of them, but I have the inside scoop for big booties.
Okay, let's
As
go. Nice.
um, it was it was kind of like a really bad start to the game. I know Jorge was rusty in this one. It was his first game of the season compared to last year. Matt Damaris was kind of clean the whole way. 4 TDs, no picks. It's pretty um it's pretty easy to win in D4, D5 when you score 4 touchdowns and throw no picks. So
Mhm.
that's gonna do it. And then I know Gordon had 2 touchdowns. I think he's a Division 2 player. So that's a strong team with Matt's a Division 4 quarterback, I would say level wise. He's quite good. So this team could go far, honestly, this lost. I think Big Booties, they're a veteran team, but they just need to like get more games. It's their first game or second game of the season. Teams have played already 4 games sometimes. So slower to start, but I think they'll finish stronger.
Yeah, 100%. It's Sloss too. I saw a sick pick by Gordon Billings. I was kind of forget what I was doing at the time, but I saw him make a nice toe tap sideline interception. Yeah, this is a
He's
great
good,
team.
yeah.
Gordon. Yeah, Billings, like you said, plays a Division 2 with Average Joes, right?
That's it. Yeah, I ref their game in Division 2. He's quite good.
Yeah, and to think Ben Mallette was supposed to be on this team too. Unfortunately, he
Talk
got
to your boy Terry to check the rule book,
on
the
cap wise.
ratings, and yeah,
Oh, well, I'm Terry's chill with that. Let's jump to other. I wanted to jump to this game, Titans underdogs. Two teams that have been, a staple in MFL for a while now. We had Gislain in this game, throwing for 5 touchdowns, only 2 interceptions, and to his son Quinton, 10 catches, a buck 23, 2 TDs in this game. Look, when you throw 5 touchdowns in Div 5, you're winning most games, right?
yeah. That's father son connection, right? I think
Yep, father-son connection.
Leduc. I mean, 5 TDs, you're gonna win like 95% of your games in Division 5. It's good to see them like kind of keep getting stronger. Quentin could play. He played Division 1 on your team, I think, last season or the year
Hmm.
before.
Yep.
So you have a Division 1 player. It's going to be hard to stop them. But Titans are a veteran team, and they kind of had a good battle. Biddle with 9 catches for 65 yards, 2 conversions. I think it's the defense is gonna for Titans. They step up on defense.
Hmm.
How do you stop Quentin? How does any team stop Quentin? I don't know in
Yeah.
Division 5.
You
But
got Fred there too. That's a very good receiver as
yeah,
well.
people will have to figure it out, I guess.
Yeah, gonna be it's gonna be a tough one there. Like you said, teams figure out. Throw up the standings quickly here. So we got like an NFL. We got 32 teams here. Big assets sitting at 4-0. I talked about. I think that they're the favorites. But then you have look Wong Dynasty with a nice start to the season. Sloth taking care of business, sitting at 3-1. Your big booties only playing 2 games. Pretty crazy though. Pig Sixers already played 5 games. They
Yeah.
had a nice was it an OT? I believe they won in overtime this, or they lost, excuse me, in overtime this weekend. And Yeah, underdogs getting their first win of the season actually. Pretty surprising.
The underdogs won. Who'd they play against?
Yeah, the game we just talked about Titans, so they were sitting at
Oh
oh
yeah, that was
4.
this game. Yeah, underdogs
Yeah,
first game. That's true. You're right. 1-4. That's crazy. I guess the game plan was give Quentin the ball. He had double-digit catches, right? So,
yeah,
uh, you know,
pretty easy game plan there.
yeah. This is like the craziest season ever in Division 5. You
Mhm.
have new teams, veteran teams, big assets. I think probably big assets and Cessna are the favorites just to start it off because I know big assets have Justin. He's a Division 2, 3 player. And he's a good
Mhm.
quarterback. They've been around a while. They always upset in the playoffs usually. And then Cessna, they won last year. They're defending with a different quarterback, but their quarterback was their receiver, and I saw him sub while Milan was out. He has
Mhm.
a maybe better arm. Like he's really good. So they also could be. They're probably I would say the favorites still to repeat, but uh, you never know. Any of these teams could. You get hot at the end in the playoffs. There's 15 teams in the playoffs, probably. Like, I don't know, 12, 18, a big number. Too
Yeah, a
many
big
teams to
number. Yeah,
like
that's what we'll say.
grasp. And um, any of these teams, I think, could upset round that one bad quarterback performance, you're out, right? So,
Yeah, true. I like look at this Stormbreaker 2 undefeated, only giving up 27 points in 3 games. Good stuff there. All right, let's jump to Division 4. Division 4, we also had quite a few games this weekend. I was checking the games here, and yeah, the first game that caught my attention was this one here. FAT players, Mustard Tigers. So I don't know how well. I assume you tune into Terry and I when we do our recordings. I like Mustard Tigers. For me, it's always like a for them, it's championship or bust year. And I feel like well, I've said that every year. But this is a good FAT players team, right? So I won't, hate on them too much. But look at the stats in this game. Like this is crazy, right? You have like 4 touchdowns each quarterback. Sean Kennedy throws 3 interceptions. Ryan Russell throws 4. But yet Tom Zanosh has 16 catches for 119 yards and loses the game.
I mean, I don't even know how to explain this because I'm looking at the team stats
Yeah,
for the Tigers, and Thomas Znaj has 40 out of 40 out of 87 completions from Brian Mustard. So he has like pretty much like a 50% catch like or market share of the balls. If you just cover Tom's Nodge, do you automatically win? And you like, is there some variety of they have to branch out? I mean, that's crazy to see 16, unless he was so wide open every play, but they still lost. So, um,
I think if they have that connection, like I don't think he averages less than 11 catches a game, like in his career with
no,
Ryan.
he averages 10 per game in 4 games, which is insane.
Yeah,
But what's their record?
Mustard
They're
Tigers. I think
they're
pretty
they're
solid.
through first
Yeah,
loss. So I mean, keep if it ain't broke, don't fix it, I guess.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that was actually huge. You talk about like points being scored. I guess 2 plays a game here. Vincent Martel, 2 interceptions, both bringing them back to the house. 2 pick sixes. That's huge. Not only do you get a stop, but you get a touchdown for your
Yeah.
defense as well. Quite like
It
to
stops
see.
them from going 0-3 to start for FAT. So it's a
Yeah,
great like they needed this one.
yeah. Good. Like I wish I saw some of this game. I like to see Kennedy sling the rock here. Then we had Laval winning against Not Fast Just Furious. We got Baby Yoda winning. And Los Politos here. 30, I was surprised by this. 39 to nothing. Los Politos, I believe they got outshot, shut out the previous week. And this week they kind of flipped the script. Getting 7 interceptions here. Clément, this is his second season playing quarterback. Obviously, teammate of yours in Division One. So he understands the game. But it was yeah, and he got 3 interceptions on defense too. But this one was all Los Politos, and their defense really prevailed over here. And Clément had a clean game, right? 5 touchdowns, only to 1 pick.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at Blue Badgers and they're always a good defensive team, so to give up 39 points is like a little shocking. But I will say is that the normal quarterback in years past is Olivier Wattier,
True.
and he's not throwing this year. It's
Mhm.
Oliver Quinn,
Yeah.
who I haven't seen him play quarterback before, so
Mhm.
it's a little bit of a change up for the team, and I wonder what the reasoning behind it was, and hopefully Olivier's arm is okay, but. I wonder why, because he's playing receiver, so it can't be his leg. That's an issue.
Hmm.
Um,
True.
because they're
Very true.
always like they're never like winning the championship. They're like playoff team on the fringe. At least every year they're fighting for a playoff spot,
Mm.
and if they lose, it's like by 2 points because their defense is that keeps them in every game. So,
Yeah.
it's just odd to see them lose by 39 and or even give up 39 points.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, like this is not a team that gets blown out. They kind of remind me of like Mustard Tigers in the sense that like they'll always be competitive and
Yeah.
always be like at the top of the division there. And yeah, another one that caught my surprise a little bit, Baby Yoda beating Creaky Knees 32 to 12. It's rare you see a team like Creaky Knees lose by 20. Just
Who's
before we
on Baby Yoda?
Baby Yoda, yeah, let's see here. Right now they're sitting at 2-1.
They have Dernst, who's Division 1
Yeah, because he played with Honor Game,
honor
right?
game. Yeah.
Yeah.
The rest of them I'm not familiar with, but Hugh D had 5 TDs. Again, 5 TDs in Division 4, you have a good chance of winning. Um, yeah, let's look at their stats.
Yeah, the
I mean,
one.
this team is in it. They're in it. So
Yeah. And like I think whenever you beat a team like Creaky Knees by the score, it's pretty impressive. We hear it Emmanuel uh, Experience. Well, it's a sick last name. Is that like that's sick? Anyway, 6 catches, 70 yards, two
Oh,
touchdowns.
imagine my name was Max Experience.
That'd
Wow.
be that'd be pretty cool.
You have a cool name though, William Power. I mean, you're like the only one who can't talk in the league.
Well, you know what's some people ask me if I had a son, would I name him Max, like Max Power?
Name him after your favorite MFL player of all time.
Who, yeah, well, you beat me too many times, so I don't know if I can do that. Anyway, we got yeah, maybe you had a big one here. I think that's it for Div 4. Let's jump to Div 3.
Let's do it.
Like, Division 3. So yeah, the oh nice Avery. Oh, that's a sick
We
picture.
took a
Avery,
photo.
that's a
Guys,
cool
get your
one.
photos.
Yeah, true. True, true. Avery Player of the Week. Check that score. They ran all over MTL Cessnas in this game. I saw a bit of Ducks and Les Petits Fuck, and this was an exciting game. I think I saw the first half. Dom LaFleur was doing his thing. He was running bananas, not just like gaining yards, but buying time. Antoine Bussière had a sick touchdown early in the game. We had a few stats jump out here. Yeah, he had
Oh,
72 yards on 5 catches, 2 touchdowns. Dave Lepin, a very clean game, 5 touchdowns, no picks. Dom, 5 touchdowns, no picks. I
he
believe,
ran one and two. That's the
yeah,
difference.
that's exactly difference one right there. That one,
How often do you see both quarterbacks score 5 touchdowns with no picks and also run for 50 yards on the ground? Like that rarely happens in any
that's a good
league,
call. That's a great call, actually.
any division. Yeah.
And look at that ball distribution, right? For Dom, 5 catches, 6, 3, 3, 4. Then you have here 5, 5, 4, 4. Um, yeah, like I was like having Dom throw in this division. I was like, is this team going to be too strong? But I think these are like the top. These are arguably like two favorites, if not the two best teams in all division. I'm being Ghosts number one, just because they've been very impressive. But these two teams are going to be really hard to beat.
Yeah, I mean, Division Three is where you start to be like a there's parity. I feel like no one is going to be um maybe a few teams will struggle if they're new, but like the playoff teams, it's really a coin flip. Like 1 versus 6 in the playoffs, it's going to
Mhm.
be whoever makes it. Like you have Petit Fuck in 6, and you have Ghost in 1, but you wouldn't be surprised if like the Petit Fuck won, right? Tropic
Mhm.
Thunder is they're perennial playoff teams. Drama Club, Nomad, like these are teams. Ducks, these are teams that make the finals. Spartans, like any of these teams can win. Um, Iron Trollers are 0 and 2.
Yeah, a bit surprising. I was gonna mention, talk to you about that. What's going on there?
I mean, I'm not playing on a Division Three team,
Yeah, true.
but from what I hear is that this is their first game and they just weren't ready on defense. Um, 25 points is fine, but they gave up 43, so that's kind of like where it starts.
Tough, tough.
I know
Yeah.
there are two. That's true. There's a sub for one of the games, but yeah, I mean, sub one game and then just defensive collapse, I guess, in the second game.
Yeah, so Ducks had 2 games. They split. They go 1-1. Alouettes struggling a little, sitting at 0-3 right now after losing to the Hounds. I'm surprised because this is an experienced Alouettes team. If you look at this game, look, we have Rob Wright, we have Connor, we have Jason. We also have Jason Edwards is on this team. It doesn't look like he played in this game. You have a good team here in the Hounds too. But I'm yeah, gotta say a little bit disappointed in the Alouettes. Here we got like Division 3, so obviously a bit of a little bit of a jump there, but um, I didn't think this team would start off 0-3.
It's hard to pinpoint a reason. They have a great team, obviously, like you said, Connor, Jason, um, Rob, etc.
Mhm.
Adrian, I think Adrian plays also in Division Two. Good team, but Hounds, like they're not bad either. They have Kevin St. Pierre, they have Ryan Dobbs, they have a bunch of other good players. They have Marco Chavero and Cesar Garcia also plays in Division Two. He's a quarterback, so he plays good defense. He has 4 picks in 4 games. They play strong defense with Kevin and Caesar. I mean, another team that just has a chance every week. You're gonna have good teams miss the playoffs in Division Three. Like you're gonna have
Mhm.
the like the 2 or 3 that like are just fighting for the last spot. They're gonna be disappointed that they don't get to like try for the championship.
Yeah, it's a good point. And thank you for mentioning Adrian there, a baller here, up and coming in the MFL. 4 catches, 67 yards, a touchdown. So yeah, so like you said, like to me, a bit puzzling why this team has struggled. Caesar like interception there, getting that pick six, and Denzel Ediolo, also a baller in his right as well. Look at the games this upcoming weekend. We got quite a few here. We got one, two, three, four. We got 6 games. I guess I could answer first. Which game do you think is the most intriguing? And I'm gonna say why for me. I'm actually gonna go here. Alouettes Drama Club. If you pull up the standings here, well, look, Alouettes obviously need a win, and Drama Club right now. Um, where are they sitting at? My Drama Club here, 3-2. So look, transfer Drama Club already be their 6th game of the season. Alouettes only their 4th. Alouettes need to win this game. I don't think there's like any doubt about it. And I think for Drama Club here, they're sitting close to the top, and I think that win here will, even though it's against the Alouettes, they want to prove that they're part of the cream of the crop. So I'm going to go Alouettes Drama Club as a game I'm keeping an eye on. And what would you say your game is?
I think Le Nomad and the Ducks, like
Mm,
Lepine has been, I think he had 12 touchdowns in 2 games and no picks. So he's on fire. And the Nomads are 0 and 3. Sorry, 3 and 0. So you
yeah.
have like an undefeated team against a quarterback who's playing incredible right now. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this game goes. This is like probably my game of the week, but I feel like an 8:40 a.m. game, there won't be a lot of fans at this one.
Yeah, not many people awake. Never mind fans, but yeah, Dave there, 20 touchdowns to only one interception.
Yeah, he's
Really,
playing very well
that's
this year.
crazy.
Yep.
And you have Bussier there being the wide receiver one, 7 TDs in those 4 games. And yeah, Nomad, like I was praising them on the podcast a few weeks ago there, and they beat Hounds. So I believe they had a bye last week. So this will be a great test for them actually. 840. I'm not sure. Oh, actually, we're playing you guys at 840.
Yeah, we're playing two at the same time.
Yeah, true. So shoot. Well, I'm upset that I have to be there that early, and I'm upset that I'll miss this game. But we'll see what happens there. Anything else you want to jump to in Div 3?
No, I think that sums up pretty well.
All right, let's go Division 2. So you said you ref the game in Division
I
2.
refereed Bin versus Average
Yeah, what the
Joe's.
heck happened in that game?
So this was like really a close game, and then all of a sudden, first half it was one possession, and both teams were struggling a bit. They were kind of going down the field, throwing picks, and it was 14-6 at halftime for Le Bin. But second half, different story. It was a lot of interceptions. I think there was 2 plays back. It was pick six um for Anthony Evangelista, and then convert, and then the next play was pick six for Vince Martell, and then it was like a fourth, like a 2 touchdown swing, but it's 2 possessions, so it's like a 20 plus point swing essentially, and that just like it took the air out of like the bin just started. You just see their faces
Yeah.
like they were ghosts. It was just after being up by 7 points, it was just unanswered, 27 points in a row. And it was just the picks really started it off. I think there was a QB change. Usually, I think JF is their normal quarterback. I don't know what happened, but um, Dave Michaud, he had some good, really good throws, but it was just a couple of picks that he would 5 of them, I guess. It's not a couple. Five he'd like to have back, but the 2 pick sixes were like really like just like game killers.
Yeah, well, yeah, Pixis is huge, right? We just talked about not only like one but two. You're stopping the other team and you're putting up points. I think it maybe look Ben. I believe they're sitting at 1-2 right now. So, at the end of the day, it's not a huge deal. But I think this team may look at putting maybe Jeremy Thompson Riley at QB1, right? Like obviously he's a great receiver there, but
Yeah.
he's a great quarterback from seasons past. He can buy time. And these guys quarterbacking here, like Dave is able to play a receiver, JF2 as well. Then Thompson Riley has his brother there that maybe he can feed to. He's got a good connection there. I think that's something to keep in mind, Max.
Yeah, I agree. You have to really just at a certain point, whatever helps you win, and the
Mhm.
stats don't matter. That's kind of how it works in this way. Yeah, I agree with
Yeah,
you.
100%. And then Evangelista listening to the podcast a little before and saying he's tired of being called below average Joes. This game they were actually above average Joes, and they get
Yeah, the defense was carry. Yeah, the defense carried it.
yeah.
Anthony, he's a super athlete. He dropped, I think, 2 touchdowns,
I
and it
wasn't
could have
gonna
been
say
like,
that, but
but he look, you get so you get what you get when you drop it. You get called out a bit, and but
Yeah,
that's 50 points they could have had, and he could have had seven catches for 85 yards, three touchdowns, or conversions. I forget exactly, but that's a lot of points. He's so fast. Like he's a super
yeah.
athlete. He played on my team a few times, and he's just like he's like a Division 1 speed, like for sure.
Mm. Yeah, no, I was very impressed. And like, look, I didn't like really expect Average Joe's to win this game, let alone, win by 20 points. And this is a big win for them where they're sitting at 0-2. Terry and I are calling them out left and right in the podcast. Jason had a great game. Like you said, there was a few drops. And he was placing the ball where he needed to be, right? Sometimes we're hard on Jason and he hasn't had a good season.
Yeah.
But I think,
He played better because we played them last week. He played better this week, but I would say the defense won the game for him, and he still has to
yeah.
improve week to week. Yeah,
But I think it'd be a good test this weekend, right? They have after they have one game this weekend, and they're on a bye the following week, so it'll be a big two. They went ahead and buy 2-2 rejects. It's a good defense, right? So that'll be a good game
yeah, yeah.
to keep an eye on this weekend. For let's see, there was another game I want to talk about. So you ref that game. Then there was yeah, okay. Simon says splitting it. They were missing Simon Dumas, but I think like Witching Hour is a team that just whatever division they play in, they kind of ball out. They go, they win the championship. We don't really talk too much about them. And Mathieu in this game went absolutely bananas. Five incompletions, seven total touchdowns, 305 yards, great ball distribution. Look, I get that, like, Simon says we're missing a few people, but, you still have your quarterback. You still have the Chesney here. You have, Fred, you have Nico, Thomas, Roxanne. So it's like, yeah, you're not always going to have everybody there, but Witching Hour right now, Max. I don't know if you saw. I didn't see any of this game, but I was pleasantly surprised to see them put up 50 against that defense.
Yeah, I know Witching Hour was known for their defense as they were like moving up from D4 to D3 to D2 and they're winning championships. And Mathieu like unlocking his arm, which is just as you learn quarterback, all you need to do is get reps, you get practice. And I haven't seen him throw this year, but in seasons past, he's solid. His arm was not spectacular, but he's very, very quick and he plays good defense too. So if you're at least serviceable or better in the games, you can win with a strong, strong defense. But if he's elevating his game to like elite quarterback, then they're gonna be unbeatable realistically. So he has to continue this pace, and if he able is to stay keep himself at elite status, then like they're the heavy favorites, I would say.
Yeah, so look at this. In 3 games, he has 15 touchdowns, no interceptions. That's very good numbers.
Yeah,
And then you have ballers on this team too, right? Like you have guys that play Division 1. You have
yeah,
Matt there who's capable, who already played Division 1. And yeah, so this is a really good team. It's actually important too because I believe it's six. Yeah, I'm positive. Six teams make the playoffs here, so top two get a bye. Oh goodness, what's this? We have 10 minutes. Okay, we have 10 minutes. Um, Top two get a bye. So being part of the top two is big, and they have a chance right now. Well, beating Simon says they play honor game this weekend, I believe. So yeah, that obviously you want to make the playoffs, but being one of the two seeds is a pretty big difference, right, for that bye.
yeah. You want the buy. Like there's nothing else to say. You want the buy. Like you get
Yeah,
a free win essentially.
100% simple. I score kept. Were you referencing? You weren't referencing this game. No, honor game lines. Then. This is one of the weirder games I've ever seen slash played and slash ever been a part of. Um, yeah, so lines then came out very flat. They didn't look good. They actually looked awful to start the game. They were down. Let's see, scoring summary. They were down 18-7 at half. They won the second half. It was just lines then a slow start. It was a bit of what they struggled with all season. A bit of miscommunication, a bit oh, that's a cute cat, a bit getting on each other. And
Coming back.
credit Dave in this game. And was it here? Yeah, it was Dave making the smart, and it was like I feel like he hit Devin for like 21 catches. I like check after I score kept the game, so maybe I was wrong about the 10 catches, but like it honestly felt like Devin had like 20 plus catches, and like Lions Den defense wasn't adjusting. They were giving him 5-6 yards every play. I didn't really understand why, but they just were, and Dave was exploiting that
Yeah,
all game.
it's a flag is an offensive game, so if you can't stop them sometimes, they're rolling. They score 30, 31, and play good defense, it's hard to win when you're not scoring more than 21 in Division One or two.
That's it. Honor game now. They have a big game coming up this weekend. They've now run two in a row. So they're sitting at 2-1. I was gonna say they play you guys. They don't play you guys. They play Orange Rollers. Or they do play you guys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we're
Oh,
playing them.
yeah,
We're
okay, so
Untitled.
you're playing them this weekend. Do we know if like John is tossing or like we're not sure about that, I guess, eh?
I think he's fine. I think he is. Yeah.
Okay, okay, good, good. Good to see him back. And then they're playing Witching Hour right after. So this is a big weekend for Honor Game. Um, do you think like where would you place Honor Game? Right? Because right now we have um the 10 teams in the division.
I think you have Thunder Buddies and Witching Hour 1 and 2, like very clearly. And I think from like 3 to 10, it's like questionable. Like they're
Yeah.
like, like Lions Den has multiple Division One players. Rejects are always in the playoffs. Bin, there's veterans, raw sauce playoffs. Like you can't really, I would say like 3 to 10. People are going to be very disappointed when they don't make the playoffs,
Yeah.
but
Well, that's what I was
you're
saying.
not
Like,
gonna,
right,
yeah.
like, sorry, yeah, 6 of the 10 make it. Like, it's crazy to think that, like, if it ended, like, okay, obviously very premature, but like, rejects not making it would be, really surprising. Lions then with that talent, been to Rossos. Like, if like right now you asked me to pick 4 teams that would make it, I would not make it. I would have a really tough time.
It's the MFL is just getting better. When you have all the teams and you can't pick who's going to win, that's what you want. You want 50-50 coin flicks and you want just good football.
100%, and that's what we're getting. So yeah, game coming up this weekend. We got 4 games coming up in Division Two. I got my eye on Average Joe's rejects here. Rejects sitting at 1-3. Average Joe's sitting at 1-2. After this game, Average Joe's will be heading into a bye week. Rejects. They won their first game of the season, Max, and then I believe they've lost 3 straight since then. Um, yeah, and you're just not putting up enough points on offense, right? 20, 12, 21. And this becomes, big part late in the season. Like, let's say if Rejects lose this game and they, somehow have a head-to-head tiebreak with Average Joe's, this could be big. Who do you got in this game and by how much? We got this weekend? Yeah, this
I'm
weekend.
gonna yeah, I'm
Yeah.
gonna go out on a limb and say rejects. I'm gonna say average Joes get cocky after scoring 40, and the rejects like they need to win. So I'm gonna pick rejects.
I was going back and forth in like those 12 seconds that I asked you, but I'm gonna go average Joe's by one. I'm gonna go low scoring 21-20 in OT, and average Joe's get their second win in the row, and rejects fall for the fourth. Unfortunately, for the fourth game for them. Anything else you want to jump into Division Two? Like I said, Simon's a split. Rossos, doing their thing, winning one, losing one, and yeah, I think that's pretty much it for Div Two.
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, Division One.
Division One.
So Div One, you played in the game. I played in the game. You ref the game. Well, there's only 3 games, but I was talking.
I refed your game, yeah.
Yes, we could jump into that first, but it's crazy how close and fun all 3 of these games were.
Yeah, I think the unit was up in their game at
They were,
half, if I'm right. And then Idaho had like a really they won the second half by 8 points. So yeah, there you go. Unit up,
look,
and
yeah,
then they
up by
started with
12.
the ball two, and they're up 2 possessions. And in the second half, that's kind of it's often game when you're up 2 possessions in the second
Yeah,
half, and they blew it.
I
Just
was
simply
talking.
they blew it.
Yeah,
They simply blew it.
I was talking to my new outdoor, and I was like, this is a game that like, I mean, needed is thrown around like, but I was talked the week before, and I was like, unit. Obviously, they showed they belong, but like this would have been a nice game for them to take. You know what I mean? After, losing their first game of the season, then beating Double Dippers, now beating Idaho, was lost to you guys last year in the championship game. So, one of the favorites heading into this season. It would have been nice to see Unit pull off this game. No moral victories, but I didn't think Unit would be scoring 46 points in this game. Like I was checking the score, and I was, pleasantly surprised. Vinny going bananas here, 6 incompletions to 6 touchdowns. And look at the ball distribution here. I love it. Right, it's first time throwing to Chris, but Chris had 6 catches. TT 6 catches as well, and then you have Idaho and Brady throwing for 300 yards and hitting JS, who has 15 catches, 5 touchdowns. This is a guy we need to keep an eye on, right? Like I don't think too many people know him because he hasn't played MFL for that long. But he's slowly becoming like one of the stars in this division.
I'm just to transition to our game. We played Idaho, and
Yeah.
I think I might have played against him once before, but he
Hmm.
is so fast. He cuts like real good. He was their second quarterback on conference, and like he was just running around until he found someone open. So we got killed in that way. But he's very, very good, very, very fast. Whenever I caught a ball, he was like on my hip right away for a tackle. I think yes, they lost the unit, but they could be anybody, anytime. Vinny's great. They have great players. And Idaho, I think, is the team to beat this year.
Well,
They're
okay,
four.
well, yeah,
Yeah.
we'll jump into that right now, right? I came, I didn't. Well, you can jump in. I came at
Yeah.
halftime of this game. I don't say a bit of a low scoring game between you two, but I think that the over under probably took the under.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Idaho, like this, at least this weekend, Idaho was passing the ball short, which is like the opposite of what they like to do usually. So they were taking what they were given. Uh, very few deep balls, um, compared to normal. I think in the previous game there was 37 completions for Brady. That never happens, like
Mhm.
ever.
True.
So JS was huge, and this game was pretty even, but there was the converts. We didn't get any, and they got one. So that was kind of that was it. It was just bad. I had one convert pass that I was through. I missed an open guy in the corner. Steve missed. We all missed guys, and that was kind of it. Marvin had 12 catches. Jeremy had a catch he broke for 50 yards, like on a slant or
Yes,
a
that one
hook
I
or
saw.
something. But Brady was hitting his guys, taking what he was given. And they beat us on converts, and it was
Mhm.
simple as that. And we just gotta be better on converts. You can't complain too much.
Well,
Converts,
that's often what
converts.
it is, right? Division One
You don't
converts.
score one convert, you don't win. So
Yeah,
we didn't deserve to win, so we lost. That's it.
yeah. At Idaho, they're staying undefeated and just beating you guys. And both these teams have an early game next week. So let me just check this out. All right, so then we had the last Div 1 game, game you ref I played in. Um, yeah, great game, a fun game, exciting game, back and forth. Yeah, what'd you think of the game?
So this game was first you should share your screen, but also
Oh, good call.
um,
Thank you.
from an outsider's perspective, I was like, anyone can win this one. It started off, you threw a pick six on at the start of the for the first score, and then right away you scored back with Andrew, and you went up. But I'll say that, like, to me, the difference in this game was realistically like end of game decision making. I didn't understand what happened at the end because this was anyone's game. Both teams were kind of like rolling, and then they decided to like run the clock and try to score on the last play of the game,
Hmm.
down five, so a touchdown wins it. And they gave themselves one chance. They just took 1 yard, 1 yard, 1 yard to not give you
Hmm.
guys a chance instead of like, okay, there's 4 plays left. We have 4 downs. Let's try and score on any of these 4 downs because scoring on two, 3 downs is still tough. You had no more timeouts left. So leaving it to the last play was like questionable because then if that one play doesn't work, then you lose.
Yeah.
So tough to say. Um, but realistically, I think this game happens again. It could be like 40-35 the other way. It's just
Mhm.
this day you were just a little bit better than them. So,
Yeah.
uh,
Can you see my screen?
yep.
Okay, thanks. Yeah, like that's a good call. It's like, and it's that always had that like debate where like do you kind of waste like a play here? How many do you like? I was never a fan of like quote unquote wasting plays, but then there's times where I've scored and yet like our defense is giving up a touchdown. So it's yeah, it's like kind of like those late minute decisions. Sometimes it works in your favor, sometimes it doesn't.
Uh,
Um,
Depends
yeah,
how much time is left in the game. Like in this case,
yeah,
they had 1 minute. You had no timeout, so they could literally manipulate the clock however they wanted, right?
yeah.
So when you have that kind of freedom, it was a little like questionable.
Hmm.
If they scored, like no one says anything, but they didn't. So you
Yeah.
have to think about the strategy next time.
Yeah, right, 100%. Good game. And now if you we pull up the standings now, we have yeah, so top four make it. No buys, simple. One plays four, two plays three. Um, games of we have a game at actually have a double header. Unfortunately, at 8:40 and 10. So like, bro, what are you doing?
So you're not showing up, I assume.
Yeah, no, no. So basically, who's gonna quarterback? We'll get like Larissa's the quarterback, and I guess, yeah, I guess, can Josh? I guess Josh will snap. So we'll see what happens there. Or Josh can throw.
There,
Josh can throw. Anyways,
yeah,
so
Josh is a Div 5 mediocre quarterback.
yeah, there you go. So Div, he could. I'm sure he could manage. So quite a few games. We got the doubleheader. Then you guys had the first game against us. Then after that, Idaho plays us. Then we got Double Dippers KOB, Ranceur Unit. Um, Whoever loses this game, it was nice having you guys, but the season's over, right?
I think it's already over for both of them
Really?
because the points against are just like crazy high.
Yeah.
Not because even if they come back and they win, they're like tiebreakers are not in their favor. That's the only reason. Not they could still be 5-5 both teams, but if you're giving up 400 plus points against like Idaho right now is giving up 30 points a game, not 40, right? So
Yeah.
our Outlaws are giving up 20 under 30, right? So you have like your tiebreakers are just not in your favor because of the points against. So I think they're probably both done, but unless they go on like a undefeated streak now.
Mhm.
It's really hard to say that early in the season. It's just the points against are like
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
extravagant, you know?
I was speaking to Deschesney, and he was saying the same thing too. Like he was like, they just don't have the tiebreakers, right? Like right now, they
Yeah.
just don't. Um,
Like KLB can beat anybody, but also at this point,
Agreed.
just because of points against, it's like just tough.
Yeah, that's it. And like they like obviously like they play each other this weekend, and then like a double dipper schedule. They have Unit, Iron Wolves, Outlaws, Ranceur, KO. So they're gonna play KLB twice. So I mean, basically, like whoever, if either team wants a chance, they're gonna have to go 2-0 against the other team, right? Like KLB will have to go
Yeah,
two.
like if whoever
Yeah,
KLB hasn't played yet, they're gonna have to go 2-0 against them because they have to hope for a tiebreaker against one team at least. And it's not
basically
it can't
against
be
us.
double dippers because they're likely not gonna be top four any or like top four. So
Yeah.
you have to like they haven't played. Oh, they've played most of the teams at least once.
They haven't played
I
Iron
guess
Wolves yet.
they have to beat the unit and they have to beat us and you guys, and otherwise they have no chance because of
Mhm.
tiebreakers.
Mhm.
So maybe,
Yeah,
but
never say never, but this is like I would say literally a playoff game for both these teams. Um, this is exciting here. We got a game I'm looking forward to the most. I'm going to go here. Also, Unit 2 o'clock. Man, it was a big game for both teams. Both teams losing in a very close game the previous week. You can make the case for me. I think Les Ronceurs are still the most athletic team in the division. I think that Ronceurs most athletic team, and then I'd say Unit's like close at number two. Um, Man, I'm just trying to think like the point spread in this game, who I have, keys to victories. Okay, let's say I were to throw keys to victories. You get to choose which team, but give me the keys to victories in this game for whatever team you choose.
okay, I'll take you can pick. I mean, I don't care.
I'll take Unit.
Okay, okay, you go first.
Okay, keys to victory Unit. Man, uh, I was gonna say score early, but kind of that's what they did. It's actually very simple. It's keep a cool head no matter what happens. And I think the energy on this team is a little bit better than it has been in years past. And I think it's stay together till the very end, and understand that they also have athletes and they're gonna make plays, right? So it's not like if Boucher or Tristan, one of those guys, go up and moss you, that like it's a bad play. Like they have very good players on also, so it's understanding that for Unit. But also they got a good thing working in the 2 point convert. They've always kind of had a good system when it comes to 2 points, having a second quarterback drop, hit those converts. Right, we just talked about converts being a big part of the game. So stay mentally in it and make sure you get your converts offensively.
Yeah, I think this unit team is probably the least like chaos
Hmm.
one, like with like the least talking and internal conflict that they've ever had. Um, so they have a chance to stay together late in games. Um, Vinny's always cool-headed. He's a very good quarterback. And I think for the roster, they played them, I think, 2 games ago, I believe. And the unit lost because and this happened in your game. Nick Boucher was rushing in the first half, and in the second half he wasn't. And that might have he blocked a couple of your passes. And when he rushed Vinny, he really made it hard for Vinny to throw over the middle. He had to jump pass. He had some tips into picks, and I think that's the key. So if Nick rushes the entire game,
Hmm.
then I would pick Rosseur just because he's like 6'5" and he is very fast. He's super long, and he's a smart player. Uh, and then the second would be if Jeffrey is consistent, because in your game he was a little inconsistent, but in this game he was like lights out. 6 touchdowns, no picks, hitting the deep ball. I think it's a deep ball because he loves to launch it,
Yeah.
and Nick Boucher rushing. He's also a really super athlete, Jeffrey.
Yeah, also a very good. Like we talk about him as like QB because he's a very good quarterback, but he's also a very good defender, um, in his own right. Look at here. So we don't talk too much about the stats, but they had um, season stats. I think it was yeah. Like so, they exactly have. You have Boucher will tie with a few other guys with 11 touchdowns, leading the division in receiving yards. But then I believe on defense, yeah, see defense, you have Kyle Martell there, 4 games, 4 picks. Um, so yeah, you have like a guy that's favored to win Defensive Player of the Year, and maybe a receiver that's favored to win Receiver of the Year. So like two statistically, these guys are doing very well, right? And just
Yeah,
to show that they're good both
I
sides
saw
of
I
the
saw
ball.
3 out of 4 of Kyle's picks, and they were tipped balls
Hmm.
that went right to him. He's in the right place at the right time on the tip, but the tips were like they get their hands on a lot of balls, the roster. So I would say like Nick
Yeah.
Boucher, I think 2 of his 4 picks were from Nick Boucher tips. So I think
Mhm.
he is the like heart and soul of their defense if he rushes for sure.
Like you said, you're the right place at the right time. And then yeah, JS just putting up monster numbers there.
JS
Um,
is gonna win like most improved if that's a thing, or like first.
yeah.
Is he a rookie? I don't really remember if he's played before, like
Well, no, because he
previous.
played. He played. I remember he played when they eliminated us in the semifinals last year. So no.
Okay, so he's not
Um,
a rookie then. He would have been like the shoe in. So maybe most improved if that's still an award. I don't remember all the awards, but
yeah, I know there's like too many. There's like best shoelace and like cool fastest
there's
straight.
actually less award. There used to be like a million awards. Now there's
Yeah,
less. So
yeah. You don't
yeah.
just get like an award because you had a cool pair of socks or anything. But we just talked about this game quickly, and then we could jump into Laval. Big game here, like we said. Yeah, Ranceur unit. I'm gonna go Ranceur win this game by 2 points. Converts.
I think yeah, 2 points is I'm gonna go Rancer by 9. Just could
Okay,
yeah.
2 possessions. Art unit. Do your thing. Go prove us wrong. Um, let's jump to Laval quick. Are you even
No, I haven't
watching?
been
Or
there. No.
no way. We had villains doing their thing, winning 41-6. When I checked, yeah, we had exactly 2 of the close games. I remember seeing that. Sooners 45, winning 20-19, and I believe the Sooners had lost. Um, I believe they had lost their previous game, but obviously Sooners. Max going to be yeah, exactly one of the favorites, week in and week out, and they lose the first game, but end up getting back here, bells and business, and are 1-1 right now.
Yeah, I think it's a through like there's so many. This again, I think it's like a 6. I know I recognize 5 teams, and still CRA is 2-0,
Mm,
and then the free agents probably are working on improving still. In Black Colombo, 110 points in 4 games. You have a 7 team race. I think Bandinos were in the finals last year. So you have like a crazy, even very competitive division here. It's good to see.
yeah, great to see. You got 8 teams here, and you got like look talk about competitive. You got 2 close games. You got 2 games finishing the score 20-19. Big win there for Cougars. They remain undefeated. Villains as well. Laval Free Agents now with a loss 0-2. Villains 2-0. Let's jump to Laval Division 2 here. This is a cool pick. This was actually remember Bush Boys?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's the Bush Boys squad.
Short-lived.
Yeah, yeah, very short-lived. Um, let's see. Touchdown. Oh yeah, I have buddies on touchdown there. Was this a forfeit?
No,
Oh, nice. Okay, it was not a forfeit. Oh, that's great. Because 3-0 is usually the forfeit, right?
25.
Oh, good. Yeah, I was seeing if you're paying attention. Um, this is awesome. Okay, yeah. So I just realized like a few days ago I have like two really good. Well, Francesco I knew, but Mateo Campo here is one of my good buddies. I've known for years, and I just realized he's playing MFL, and not only is he playing MFL, but he's playing with some other boys from camp, and they won.
Are they future Iron Wolves?
Oh, that's a very good question. You know what? At this point, anyone's a future Iron Will because we do this, that we recycle, and I wouldn't be surprised. Wouldn't be surprised. My little boy Mateo, I call him a little baby, but he's actually like 21 or something. But good stuff. They're like Alex in this game. 4 interceptions, a pick six, touchdown. They're getting their first win of the season. Good stuff there, boys. Looking sharp. We didn't have many close games, unfortunately, in Division Two this weekend, Max.
No, sometimes that it goes that way with it's a newer teams or just teams figuring it out still.
Yes, with villains surprising, obviously like not the same team. Then they're sitting at 0-3. Touch on there, like I said, getting their first win. Still extremely early there, so not too worried for too many teams. Looking forward to this game here, touchdown against Gardaí. Um, is it time for our famous part of the show?
Let's touch Brossard for a second.
Sure, sure.
Give him a little love. Let's
If we
go.
have to, Brossard Div 1.
Okay, just quick. New School Southsiders 34-33 and touchdown last play of the game.
Oh,
Antoine Cote and then 1 point conversion to Mohamed Lamamri. Game over.
oh, damn, that's clutch.
Yeah.
That's clutch,
Big
clutch.
big performance. These are two really good teams. Nick Blake, quarterback, 5 TDs. Ryan, 5 TDs. So you have 5 TDs on both sides. Scott Watson, 105 yards. He's super tall. Just great games, potential future championship matchup.
Wow, talking about evenly matched, eh?
Yeah.
Damn, good stuff there. Was that? Did you want to do the? Did you see any Div 2?
I wasn't there this weekend, but we can touch on them quickly. They haven't got any love yet. Uh, Raccoons beat Paksho 13-6 defensive battle.
Oh, that's surprising.
26 seconds left. 13-6. Wow,
Touchdown
okay.
there
So
sealed the
very close
deal.
games here to put it away.
Yeah, it's low scoring, eh?
Yeah. These are often it's defensive battles in Division 2 in Brossard, but 13-6, 7 total interceptions.
Hey, look, you'll take it if you're able to quarterbacks combine 2 touchdowns,
Yeah.
3 interceptions, getting
Three
the win.
quarterbacks for Raccoons. Identity crisis, but they won, so you take it, right?
Oh, Sean Alexander. Is that the former Seahawks running back?
No, Sean Alexander here is like a teenager, so
Mm.
I don't think so.
But I bet you the Sean Alexander from the Seahawks never caught a 45-yard touchdown pass. So good stuff there. All right, let's go. Um, Brossard
Yeah,
Div 3.
Div 3, I would love to talk about, but it's a bunch of blowouts. So
Yeah,
that's what
this one's
happens
good as
sometimes.
well,
So
but White Lightning's jersey, I mean, the logo is sick.
it is. They have nice jerseys.
And I love the name Swamp Kings. Did you see that documentary?
Unfortunately,
Oh yeah, yeah, I know, I get what you're saying. That's a good call. Um, cool names here and cool logos for what it's worth.
100%.
Yeah, Swamp Kings, 2 games, giving up a total of 0 points.
I think oops, Swamp Kings has
Oh, Jesse Dupree. Oh wow.
who's on
Yeah,
the team?
5 total
Yeah.
picks, 3 total sacks in 2 games. I
Yeah,
mean,
these are the previous Gators.
yeah,
And they're from Division 2 last year and they were like always improving. So to finally kind of break out. Good to see. Good to see.
Yeah, man, that's a sick logo. Good stuff, Swamp Kings. Let's see if they could make it. Well, they got a buy. A well-deserved. Nope, they don't have a buy. They pay blowing out this week. Let's see if they can go 3-0. Bold predictions.
Let's do it.
Let's go. Do you have a league that you wanted, a division you
I'll
want to do?
take I'll take Division 5.
Okay, Div 5. Um, do you have something in mind? Or you want me to give you time and slowly pick
I
mine?
got it. I got it. I
Yeah,
got
I
it.
like it. I like it. Okay,
I'm
let's
good
go.
to go.
Okay, here we go. Schedule. Are we already in week? Damn, Div 5, week 5. Let's get it.
So I think in this game, there's going to be a zero in this week. There's going to be a 0-0 OT game
Oh
that it
no.
ends up being 1-0.
Actually,
I have a feeling.
man, I like that. That's a solid one. I like that one. It reminds me of the women's finals from a few
Oh
seasons.
yeah. It was a convert battle to that was crazy.
That game was bananas. Remember, Shamika almost got a pick. Man, yeah, that was nuts.
Yeah,
Okay, I'm gonna go Division 3. How many games do we have this weekend? Okay, no, man, I already did that one. Uh, okay, okay, I'm going Liberty Fuck Spartans. 100, 200. Okay, in this game we have. I think we're gonna have over 200 total rushing yards in this game.
that's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, make it happen. It's JF against Dom. It's
Okay.
possible.
Yeah, Jeff against Dom. We're gonna have a high scoring game. We're gonna have each quarterback run for at least 100 yards. We're gonna have 200 yards rushing.
No, I think 200 yards total because it could be all from one of them. So it'd be more fun. Give yourself a little leeway.
Yeah, that's a good call. Yeah, let's say it's like 198 from one and like three or two from the other. Okay, good call. I like that. So
You
200
never
total
know.
rushing yards in this game. What time is this game? 6. Oh, yeah, no, I'm gonna be long gone by then. Um, any last words?
Nah, show up this week.
Yeah, for
Show
real.
up. Make Will praise you.
Yeah, well, or you, right? Because you're kind of like doing the show now. Hey, folks, thanks for tuning in. Without you guys, there is no show. Never forget that. If you see Max and I at the field, you can say hi. If you see Terry, ask him where he's been because I truly don't know where he's been. That's about it. See you, folks. We're not in the Bear this weekend. Shoot. We'll see you, folks, wherever we are.
Hey,
Okay,
smartest guy in the MFL. Willpower.
come on now. KBDB Square. See you, gang.
Peace.